Hey everyone! Kumusta? Finally, I'm making a Philippine departure guide for Filipinos. Are you leaving the country soon? Paalis ka ba ng bansa? This video is for you. Ano nga ba yung mga protocols ngayon na kailangan nating sundin tungkol sa COVID-19 or sa immigration? So, ito ay general guide guys ha. Magsimula tayo sa mask. So, kailangan pa rin magsuot ng mask sa airport, sa eroplano, sa bus, basta public transport. Even though optional na yung mask wearing, indoor and outdoors, hindi kasali yung public transport. Kaya, wear your mask, bring mask when you're traveling. Even if, let's say, you're going to the US, to Europe, or countries na hindi na nagsusuot ng mask. Hindi masyadong strict sa international flight. Pero basta domestic flight, basta airports, strict sila guys. Please bring your mask. While vaccination, COVID-19 vaccination, there is no vaccination requirement for Filipinos going overseas. So kahit hindi po kayo vaccinated, you can travel abroad. Pwede mag-travel kahit hindi vaccinated. Kung vaccinated ka here in the Philippines, you can get your vaccination certificate sa vaxcert.gov.ph. This is free guys at online. Ito yung pinaka-convenient, VaxCert.ph. However, if let's say wala kayong record sa VaxCert, sometimes meron tong issues, pwede din kayong kumuha ng BOQICV or International Certificate of Vaccine and Prophylaxis. With this, guys, you need to make an appointment online through icv.boq.ph and may bayad siya, 370 pesos. And you have to go face-to-face application. So, medyo hassle itong yellow card. Pero this is a good option if hindi nyo makita yung record sa VaxCert.ph and if, let's say, the country na pupuntahan mo ay hindi nag-a-accept ng VaxCert. Which is not common. Usually, tinatanggap naman ng VaxCert. Moving forward, COVID-19 testing is not required for departing Filipinos. Kung paalis ka ng bansa, hindi requirement ang COVID test ng Philippine government. Kukuha ka lang ng COVID test if it is required by your country of destination. So, if yung pupuntahan mong bansa nagre-require ng COVID test, then magpapatest ka. Okay? Kung hindi required, edi wag ka nang magpatest. Pero there are countries that still require testing for unvaccinated travelers. Yun nga, like Japan, Singapore, Philippines. If you're unvaccinated, kailangan magpa-test to enter these countries. So again, just follow the requirements of your country of destination. Anyways, I made a video, travel requirements in like 16 countries. If you wanna guys check it out, I'll leave the link sa comment section. Anyways, if you are a foreigner or a permanent resident watching this video, I made a similar video, departure guide for you. I'll put the link in the comment section as well. Marami na akong nagawang mga travel guide. Okay, continue tayo. Insurance. Big question. Do we still need insurance, diba? Ever since October 2020, it has been a requirement for Filipinos on tourist visas to have a travel insurance with COVID-19 coverage kung aalis ng bansa. Now, I asked Bureau of Immigration about this, and they said, yes, as per IATF, adequate travel and health insurance to cover the travel disruptions in case of COVID-19 infection ay required pa rin. Although, marami ng Pinoy na umalis ng bansa na naka-tourist visa hindi hinanapan ng insurance or walang insurance. So again guys, I will make it clear, depende sa immigration officer. I heard like in Davao, humihingi pa ng insurance if tourist ka magpupunta ng ibang bansa. That's what I heard. Pero yun nga, if you wanna be safe, get an insurance. May mura guys. I think mga banks nag-o-offer for less than 1,000 pesos. Pero another option din, if you want to apply online, mabilis lang, Safety Wing. This is popular among Filipino tourists. You can apply online for $42 for 4 weeks na yan, outside US. Safety Wing, they can issue you a certificate with COVID-19 coverage agad-agad. So, ito lang, if you're looking at wala kang idea, ito masasuggest ko, Safety Wing. I have my link with them. Lagay ko sa comment section. And guys, I tell you, importante talaga na may travel insurance when you're traveling abroad, especially in countries na mahal yung medical care. no? It's for your financial protection din. So, yun lang. Moving forward tayo, execution of a BI declaration acknowledging the risk of travel. Ano yan, Jennifer? So, basically, guys, ito ay naging requirement dahil sa pandemic. So, it's just a form that you have to fill out. This is what it looks like. Travel declaration and acceptance of terms and risk form. Basically, you're just saying, pipirma ka lang na, yes, I acknowledge na may risk ngayon sa pag-travel and I'm responsible for that kung anong mangyari sa akin. Ganun lang. So, pipirmahan mo lang siya. And then, you also have to list your address sa abroad, email address, contact details, and then brief explanation why you need to travel. So, let's say, I'm going abroad for tourism. Ganon. Or I want to see my family abroad, visit family and friends. Ganon lang. And then you have to write your destination country and your flight number. And don't worry guys, because this form is provided at the airline check-in counter. So actually, I traveled recently and yung airline crew talaga, iisa-isahin nila yung pila. Sasabihin, are you a Filipino tourist? If you're a Filipino tourist, they hand it out to you. So it's your choice whether i-fill out mo siya in advance or dun sa airport. So, mabilis lang naman siya i-fill out. So, no stress. Magdala ka lang ng sariling pen para hindi makahassle sa iba. Moving forward, guys, this is your general checklist sa mga ipapakita mo sa immigration. First up, passport. I mean, this is a general rule. Everybody should know about this. Before you book your ticket for an international flight, check the validity of your passport. No, even other countries have the same rule. Your passport must be at least 6 months valid for you to be able to travel abroad. Dapat more than 6 months valid. Kung hindi na 6 months or more, mag-renew ka na ng passport. Make it early, no? Kasi sometimes, hindi agad-agad nabibigay yung passport kahit pa dun sa express. While people who are exempted from this 6 months validity rule are dual Filipino citizens na may foreign passport, and then Filipino permanent residents abroad, I mean, they live abroad na, they can apply for extension naman, Philippine embassies. Moving forward, return ticket, of course, it's a requirement for tourists. Kailangan talaga ng return ticket. Hindi pwedeng one-way ticket kung tourist ka, Filipino tourist. However, if let's say I'm leaving the country as a tourist, pero actually, Jennifer, dun sa abroad, mag-a-apply ako ng ibang klaseng visa. Gusto ko mag-long-term stay doon. Kailangan ko pa rin bang bumili ng return ticket? Yes, guys, non-negotiable. Basta tourist ka, kailangan talaga ng return ticket. I have a suggestion. If let's say, guys, gusto nyo lang bumili ng one-way ticket, but you have to show a return ticket, you don't have to pay the full amount of the flight ticket. After you pay, guys, there is called an onwardticket.com. You can purchase a ticket, a valid ticket, pabalik ng bansa. It's a legitimate and they will give you a legitimate ticket talaga, guys, and you can verify to the airline's website. This website, they will hold the ticket for you, and then after a certain period of time, let's say 48 hours, they will cancel the ticket for you. So you only have to pay $14. Mga nasa 800 pesos. Ito yung option. You can also use this when applying for a visa. I have a link with them, ilagay ko sa description box. Again, if you need to show a return ticket or onward ticket and you don't want to pay the full amount, ito guys, $14 lang. Next up is travel tax. Of course, when we leave the country as Filipinos, we need to pay travel tax. Magkano if you're flying economy, that's for 1,620 pesos. If you're flying first class, 2,700. If you're eligible for reduce, 1,300 or 810 kung economy. Ayan guys, kung dependent ng OFW, mas mura, 300 pesos. There are people who are exempted from paying this travel tax. Sino yun? Mga OFWs, hindi kailangan magbayad. Filipino permanent residents and dual Filipino citizens whose stay in the Philippines is less than 1 year, hindi kailangan magbayad ng travel tax. And then, children who are 2 years old and below, hindi kailangan magbayad ng travel tax. Minsan, included na yung travel tax sa ticket. So, if you were required to pay and hindi naman kayo, exempted naman kayo, you can claim for refund sa airport. So, there are still other people who are exempted. Ilalagay ko na lang sa yung link sa baba, guys. For example, crew members ng airline, of course. Foreign service personnel. Of course, yung mga authorized ng Philippine government because they're traveling for national interests. Ilalagay ko na lang yung link sa baba, guys, ha. Now, let's go to general checklist for immigration. Ito yung ipapakita sa immigration. For Filipinos on tourist visas. General requirements, passport should be more than 6 months valid, round-trip ticket, insurance, BI form, and then negative test result or vaccination card or certificate if required by your country of destination. Kung hindi required, hindi mo na kailangan ipakita. And then, offloading, guys, is a serious issue among Filipino tourists. Alam mo naman, kahit meron ka na lahat, minsan na-offload ka pa. Others din, hindi kumpleto yung requirements na offload, meaning naka-check-in ka na, immigration na lang, boom, denied. Uwi ka sa bahay. You waste all your money. So, guys, be prepared, be overly prepared to avoid being offloaded. Just to give you guys an idea, ito yung kailangan para hindi ma-offload. If you're a Filipino tourist, proof of travel intent, proof of financial capacity, proof of ties. Let's go in details. Proof of travel intent, meaning, kung ano yung intention mo, yan yung dala mo. So, for example, tourist ka. Kailangan, meron kang proof na talagang magtutourist ka lang sa abroad. For example, hotel reservation. It should be under your name. Or if it's not, it should be under the name of your sponsor at least. And then, travel itinerary. Ano bang gagawin mo? For example, pupunta ka ng Dubai para tourist. O, gawa ka ng itinerary. Day 1, punta ako ng ganito. Day 2, punta ako dito. Day 3, punta ako dito. You can also show proof of book tours or attraction passes. And for example, if you're going hiking abroad, edi mag-hiking costume ka. Kung pupunta ka ng Thailand para magbakasyon, ay magbonggang outfit ka, day. Yung pang-tourist. No? Wag yung work, let's say, tourist ka, pero yung bag, tourist for 2 weeks, pero yung bag mo, 4, 3, too much. Talagang magtataka sila, bakit masyadong maraming bag? 2 weeks lang para as tourist. Yun guys, minsan common sense lang din. Moving forward, financial capacity, we need to show proof na we can pay for our own expenses. Kung magtuturis, may dalawang pera or merong magsusponsor. So, proof of financial capacity, cash, pwedeng bank statement, bank certificate, or bank books, debit, credit cards, and then credit card statement. Kung ano guys, bank statement, dapat hindi pwedeng isang bagsakan yung pera. Dapat paunti-unti. Para hindi sila magtaka or maging suspicious. Talagang pag-tourist, and if it's your first time leaving the country, talagang mahabang plano ang gagawin. Mahabang preparation. Next is, if your trip is sponsored, you need to show proof that you are sponsored. So, AOS yung pinaka-common proof for authenticated affidavit of support. Ito usually makukuha sa Philippine Embassy. So, kung sino nag-sponsor ng trip nyo, dapat pumunta sila ng embassy or consulate para authenticate yung affidavit of support. It's just a letter na, I will sponsor the trip or I will cover the expenses of blah blah blah, accommodation, flight tickets, food, ganun. Another option is affidavit of undertaking or guarantee. Aside from the certificate or affidavit of support or undertaking, you need to show proof then that sponsor may pera, may datong. So, yung sponsor kailangan ng ITR or employment certificate or payslip or bank statement, ganun. Lastly is, they want to know na babalik ka talaga ng Pilipinas, na may connection ka sa Pilipinas. So, how can you prove na uuwi ka talaga? Work. May work ka. Meron kang certificate of leave. Certificate of employment. Kung may business ka dito, business registration. Income tax certificate. Ganun. Kung may business ka, business registration. Next up is may asset ka dito. For example, may bahay ka sa Pilipinas, certificate of real estate, or may kotse ka dito, may kondo ka dito, talagang babalik ka sa Pilipinas. May babalikan ka. And then, proof of family ties. Kung kasal ka dito, may asawa ka maiiwan, may anak ka maiiwan, may parents kang inaalagaan, ganun. Kahit nga aso, may aso kang inaalagaan, family ties pa rin yun. Next is community ties if you are a member of an organization. Let's say, talagang may babalikan ka. Yun yung kahit ano guys. Kung nag-aaral ka dito, edi, yun, school ID or ano tawag yun, enrollment certificate, talagang may babalikan ka sa Pilipinas. Ang pinaka-common reason work talaga or studies. For OFWs, general requirements, of course, passport should be more than 6 months valid, yung working visa, OEC, negative test result or vaccination proof if required ng country. While for Filipinos who are immigrants or resident abroad, permanent residents abroad, visa, CFO if it's your first time leaving the country as a permanent resident. For example, while you are here in the Philippines, you were petitioned by your family and you were granted permanent residence or temporary residence, you need CFO. So, you go to the website cfo.gov.ph and nakasulat na doon kung sinong kailangan ng CFO certificate or PDOS. So here guys, diba nakasulat na? Registration services CFO. If you are married or a partner of or a fiancé of a foreign national or a dual citizen or a former Filipino, you need CFO. Guys, if you have a partner, may afam ka abroad, you need CFO. So, depende sa, sa situation. In my case, when my partner and I applied for CFO, mabilis lang kasi we've been together for years. We have plenty of pictures. We did it within the day lang. Pag marami ng pictures, if you already met before, mas mabilis yung CFO. But if you're like married po, talagang maraming requirements. If you're like married previously at hindi pa annulled, maraming requirements. So, you can only apply for CFO lang din after your visa is granted. Kung wala ka pang visa, hindi ka makaka-apply. Next is PDOS. This is required for immigrant visa holders, petitioned by parents, siblings, families abroad. There is also PDOS for OFWs, pero parang ibang din yun, ibang platform. PDOS, it's done by OWA kung OFW. Next up is J1, sorry guys, J1 EVP or AU pair. They also have to attend for seminar po. You can do it, register at cfo.gov.ph, and then mga reissuance, revalidation, nasa website din po. It's pretty straightforward lang naman. Kung if you need a new sticker or you need to update your CFO, you can do it here in the website. Just sharing my experience. Yung nag-apply nga kami ng partner ko, ito yung certificate. They sent it within the day, and since like the physical certificate takes months, they send you a digital copy with QR code in it. This is enough. Pwede na po ito. And make sure guys that all your documents are in original copies. If it's not in original, it should be certified or authenticated. And be confident when you're traveling, especially for tourists. Huwag kayong kabahan. Kahit pa kinakabahan kayo, act confident. No? Fake it till you make it. Kasi if they sense nervousness, talagang pag-iinitan kayo guys. Kayo yung magdadalawang isip sila sa inyo. Padala, huwag kayong magpadala ng mga packages from kahit sino, kahit pa friends nyo yan. Kung hindi nyo alam anong nasa loob, huwag nyong tanggapin. Even yung luggages, they can plant in anything on it. So, huwag kayong magpadala. And as always, listen to your airline's advisories for any flight changes. Yung airline nagsisend din yan na copy ng mga requirements sa email. So, yun lang guys. for our general guide for departure. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, please leave a like on the video. Share it to anyone who will be departing the Philippines. Sa mga kapwa nating Pilipino, God bless you all and stay safe. If you have any experience departing the Philippines, i-comment nyo yan kasi makakatulong yan sa mga kapwa natin Pilipino. Enjoy your travel, guys, and God bless you. And recently mas strict na pala yung travel for Filipino tourists kasi maraming issues. Listen up, ito yung sinabi ng immigration.
Usually po kapag hindi napapayagan, might be po na hindi kompleto ang documentation or hindi po tugma ang documentation dun sa kanyang purpose of travel.
O ayan guys, alam nyo man maraming issues na naman sa korupsyon, human trafficking, kaya mas stricto sila sa tourists. Kaya guys, talagang prepare all your documents. Be overly prepared. And wag masyadong mag-overshare. Kung ano yung tinanong, yun lang isagot mo. And then, sometimes, even yung cellphone mo, i-open nila. So, kung may mga conversation kayo ng, oy, mag-work ka abroad, i-delete mo na yan. So, God bless you all, guys. Ito lang yung ma-share ko. Bye-bye, guys.